Hi, everyone. I wanted to go through really quickly the remote student learning page that you probably got off of the curriculum website on Orange USD. So this is just an overview of how digital instruction can be delivered to your students through Envision. So the first page just shows you some platforms that OUSD approves. You see Google Classroom and PowerSchool. I'm just going to be focusing on the Envision digital platform right now. And it's going to let me push out my assignments. Students can also connect PDFs or photos of work. You're able to have your graded assignments, give feedback on them, and then push those out to students. So you'll see here there'll be links for tutorials if you're not familiar with the Envision program digitally, or if you're new to it. Then these links here, you'll be able to click. Getting started is what you're looking at now, and then you'll also be able to see how to assign lessons, what the student sees on their end, and how to communicate with them. Now, if we scroll down, you'll see that for math 1, 2, and 3, the math departments had got together and come up with a general pacing guide as to how long lessons will take. So I refer to that in your judgment, depending on the lesson that you're giving. Within the digital platform, uh, what we know is that we could go through 5 steps, and we have an Excel piece at the end here. And so if you go onto that digital platform, you'll have a Solve It where you can have students look at a question that's presented to them through a video, and then they're able to analyze and maybe give some feedback on that question. Since it's not something that you can interact with, the student would be able to go ahead and upload their answer, and they could do this through pictures, like, so for example, taking a picture of their work and uploading it, or a document. Now, you'll see here these blue links. If you're not certain how they can do that, those blue links connect to how-to videos so that you can get an idea of how that's done and send it out to your students. After you get through the interactive learning and the key concept, which is just giving your essential question, you can move forward to your guided instruction. These are your 2 problems where there are videos and they have narration, and while the narration is happening, there's markers that stop. So a question's asked, and then the question's answered after the marker. The marker will automatically pause. Again, this will be on this link here if you're not familiar with the digital website to see how that looks. So you'll assign that. And then our next step is lesson check and practice. You could use the virtual nerd, and that's a video tutorial. So kids can have extra support. And then you can move on to your lesson check and practice exercises. Now, again, since these aren't interactive, the same solution that I explained up here for uploading their work can be done as well. And you can, again, click on the link to how to. Obviously everyone, your teachers, and you know that they could also keep notebooks and bring the work back to you later. That's a judgment call that you'll make depending on your classroom. And then after that, you could assign the lesson quiz. And as you know, that is automatically graded. And you can also customize those tests if you want to delete or add questions. And again, this link here will show you how to do that. And finally, I know that unless you're new to it, most all of you use Math Excel diligently. So assigning that at the end of the topic will also provide some information that you can use to guide your lesson. If you have students that want some extra challenge or problem solving activities, if you scroll down, this is taken from California Common Core website, and there are really good short problems and longer activities that you can pull from if you want to share those with students. This would probably be best done using Google Classroom. That way you can upload these as PDFs, and you could leave comments and start a thread. That will also be a link if you're not familiar with Google Classroom. So that's for getting started, and make sure to go ahead and check out those other links at the top of the page.